The Vivo Indian Premier League has been the stomping ground for the best players from all over the world. And here are top 5 foreign stars who could grab the limelight this season. First up is Jamieson, the man who stirred up a storm in the auction room. The Royal Challengers Bangalore broke the bank for Jamieson in the auctions. The Bengaluru franchise splurged a staggering 15 crore on the 6'8" all-rounder to make him the second costliest buy in this edition of the Vivo IPL. Jamieson created the buzz with some eye-catching performances with both bat and ball in New Zealand's domestic tournaments. Up next is Jamieson's new RCB teammate Glen Maxwell. The Australian all-rounder has been an enigma in the Vivo IPL. His humble record in the league doesn't seem to affect his pull, and the promise of a big show makes the franchises go bonkers at the auctions almost every year. Maxwell had a lackluster season in the UAE edition, but that didn't stop the Royal Challengers from throwing 14.25 crore at the Aussie all-rounder. Now let's move on to the best batsman in the T20 format. The Punjab Kings picked up David Malan without any competition. The top-ranked T20 international batsman is a great addition to the Punjab franchise and will be an able replacement for Chris Gayle, who didn't feature in the first part of the UAE edition. Malan though didn't impress much in the recently concluded T20 international series against India. The left-hander scored just 150 in the 5-match series, and the Punjab Kings will hope for a much better return from their star signing. Now we take a look at one of the best fast bowlers in the world. Pat Cummins was the most expensive buy in the 2020 auctions, and his 15.5 crore price tag seems to have taken a toll on his performances. The Australian fast bowler will be eager to right a few wrongs in the new season after his struggles on UAE pitches. The Australian had a decent outing with the bat, but just 12 wickets in 14 games was way below the set expectations. And finally, we move on to another knight who would be itching to have a go this season. Russel had his worst season in purple and gold last year. The West Indian all-rounder struggled with an arm injury throughout the tournament and could not perform anywhere near his elite best. Russel not only struggled with the bat, but also picked up just 6 wickets in the 10 games he played. This year, the Knight Riders will hope for a fully fit Russel who's eager to wipe out the nightmares of the last edition. So there you have it, the top 5 foreign stars who might be the biggest difference makers for their sides in the 14th edition of India's premier T20 competition.